In this video we will be examining the emotional spiral chart levels 11 and 12. This is a multi-level series brought to you by Insight and Senses. I hope you have been following along with this series as we delve into the journey of raising one's vibration through the examination of various emotions. If you are new to this series, welcome. If you have been following along, welcome back. So glad you're here. Now let us begin. In level 11 we will review the transition of boredom, the last low-level frequency, and in level 12 to hopefulness and calm optimism, the first level of higher frequency. The shift is a vibrational one. Once in higher frequencies, issues we experience in daily life begin to affect us less and we live more authentically. This does not mean taking drugs to alter states of consciousness, but to learn to tap into and create more happiness and joy in our lives through our own recognition and live fearlessly. In this energy, no longer needing confirmation or validation from others to determine our own value. The starting point of understanding and knowing that all answers lie within. Learning to tap into our own inner guides and self-knowledge. Trusting our intuition. And knowing God or something greater than ourselves exists, reminding us of the power within and outside ourselves in our world. Become fearless. Now let us begin to review boredom, the last low-frequency emotion of the emotional spiral chart. What is boredom? Boredom is an emotion or signal that lets you know that you are doing something that doesn't give you satisfaction. It could mean that you are not fully present and engaged in your current task, or that your task is not meaningful to you. Boredom often includes feeling like your tasks are useless and not challenging. Boredom may occur when you feel energetic but have nowhere to direct your energy, or when you have difficulty focusing on a task. It is a transient, contextual signal that we should find new meanings when we engage with reality. Causes of boredom. People identify and experience boredom differently. In some cases, inadequate rest or nutrition, low levels of mental stimulation, lack of choice or control over your daily activities, lack of diversified recreational interests, and poor perception of time. You may become bored while engaged in an activity due to loss of interest, confusing instructions, fear of making a mistake, repetition of the activity, feeling unable to try new approaches to the activity. How to overcome boredom. Channel your creativity through reading, writing, or making crafts. Be productive by working on tasks you've been putting off or learning new skills. Spend time with friends and find exciting things to do. Keep a record of when and why you feel bored to avoid those circumstances. Embrace curiosity, kindness, and reminiscing. Practice mindfulness, meditation, and relaxation techniques, or exercise by walking, running, or working out. Get enthusiastic. Feed your excitement. You deserve it. Now we will move into level 12, the first level of higher frequencies of emotion, beginning with hopefulness in the emotional spiral chart. We will now review hopefulness. What is hopefulness? Hopefulness refers to an optimistic attitude and mindset that allows you to see the bright side of things and plan for a better future. This concept represents one of the central elements of positive psychology, an emerging field which aims to help people discover their inner strengths and use them to cultivate resilience and well-being. Why does hopefulness matter? Hopefulness is the driving force behind every great endeavor. Because it allows you to envision positive outcomes, a hopeful attitude creates the ideal climate for growth, fulfillment, and success. By hoping to reach a specific goal, you push yourself to take that first step and play an active role in the achievement of your goal. Hopefulness is what inspires you to write the first sentence of what you believe will be a best-selling novel or ace the job interview that will jumpstart your career. In a world where you sometimes have little control over how things unfold, hopefulness allows you to sail smoothly through life's ups and downs. Hopefulness explained. As a psychological construct, hopefulness represents our tendency to approach life and the future in a way that fosters positivity and healthy optimism. In other words, it's about focusing on favorable outcomes even when life throws you a curveball. But if we are to look at hopefulness from a more practical perspective, experts believe there are numerous ways to implement this construct into our day-to-day lives. Unlike optimism, which can sometimes lead to wishful thinking and unrealistic expectations, hopeful thinking is more goal-oriented. When you look at life from a hopeful perspective, you don't just sit around waiting for good things to happen. You create your own version of heaven on earth. The benefits of hopefulness leads to a greater sense of meaning in life, lowers the symptoms of anxiety and depression, increases your chances of achieving success, helps you become more productive. Repeat, I can achieve anything. You can do it. If you believe it, you can achieve it. Now that we've come to the last section of level 12, in the transitional phases of lower to higher frequencies, we will now explore another higher frequency of calm optimism. What is calm optimism? Calm optimism is a mental attitude characterized by hope and confidence in success and a positive future. Optimists view hardships as learning experiences or temporary setbacks and believe that tomorrow will probably be better. Signs of optimism. Even when things are going sideways, you still expect them to work out, eventually. You trust yourself to handle the challenges that life throws you. In other words, you're resilient. You feel that the future looks bright. You think that you can learn things even from the worst situations. Tough times, they build character. You see setbacks, challenges, and obstacles as plot twists. It's not the end of the story. It's just one more opportunity to learn. You feel gratitude for the good things in your life, no matter how big or small. You are always looking for ways to make the most of opportunities. You have a positive attitude about yourself and others. How to practice calm optimism. Become more mindful. Mindfulness focuses on being engaged, attentive, and present in the here and now. It can be a helpful technique to help you focus on what matters in the present and avoid worrying about future events and things outside your control. Practice gratitude. Gratitude can be defined as an appreciation for what is important in life. Journaling or each day jotting down things you are grateful for can help. Write down your positive emotions. Writing down positive thoughts can help improve your optimism and decrease mental distress. How optimism improves your life. Better health can lower cardiovascular disease, greater longevity, less stress. Greater achievement. Optimism creates more positive results. Emotional health, better able to handle life's setbacks. Persistence, more likely to achieve goals. Increased longevity. An optimistic outlook is linked to a lifespan that is 11 to 15% longer. Less stress. When expecting good things, less stress results. Be healthy, be happy. Learn to enjoy your life. Here are some tips and techniques you may want to consider. Here are the presentation slides for levels 11 and 12 if you wish to review. You can pause at any time. Thank you for joining me on levels 11 and 12. I hope you have enjoyed this journey so far. Like, share, and subscribe if you would like more video content like this one. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye for now.